welcome to my channel. Welcome to today's vlog. Sorry I didn't get on here last week. I was in my 2-week wait, and the main thing I do in my 2-week wait is I try to stay as busy as possible to try to help the time go by. It doesn't work. Time hardly moves in the 2-week wait because you're just so anxious, but I am done my 2-week wait, so I'm here to tell you guys how my results were from my transfer. So let's get into the good stuff. So my 2-week wait was horrible, as always. It's super hard to like live with that anxiety of not knowing whether it worked or not, and having to wait 14 days to find out just sucks. There's no way about it. But I did end up waiting the 14 days. A lot of people test early, and that's fine. That works for them. I try not to do it because you can, drive yourself even more crazy, wondering if there's a line, is there not a line, well maybe it's too early, well maybe the line's not dark enough, or whatever. So I try to just wait because then you get like a concrete answer. So at about 6 days post transfer, so 6 days after my transfer, I was convinced that I for sure wasn't pregnant. I had severe cramping, just like my endometriosis cramps, and I just kind of knew. I was like, there's no way I'm pregnant. Like, this is what happens every time when I have a failed transfer. At about 7 or 8 days post transfer, I start getting my endometriosis symptoms, and I was devastated. I was crying and just so upset and down, but I decided to keep waiting. You don't really know until you know for sure. So I waited it out. I was still taking my 6 estrogen pills a day, and then also doing my progesterone and oil shots. So I'll go ahead and insert my shots in for the last few weeks here.
Empty hearts and neon lights, they're playing with my mind. Gotta get out of here tonight. Oh, I wanna run off and fly, and I'll tell myself it's fine to be alone, just to find somewhere that finally feels like home. Oh, oh, oh. I hate all this overthinking. Oh, 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 oh. The more I swim, the more I'm sinking. Take me to a world of silver. No more heartbreaks, tears, painkillers. Take me somewhere unfamiliar. Bring me back to where we started out. Get me out of now, to where we started out. Get me out of now, to where we started out.
So there we go. A lot of shots. That's a lot of shots to be doing, not knowing if your transfer worked. Like, you're thinking, like, what if this didn't work and I'm just doing this for nothing? Because, they're not that fun to do, but worth it if you're pregnant. But then if you're not pregnant, you're just like, what a friggin' waste. So anyways, I did all those shots, and then that brought us to 14 days post-transfer. So at 14 days post-transfer, that's when you get to go in, get your blood work done, and then the clinic will call you with your results on whether your blood work was positive or negative. So it can be a long day, because you go in for blood work first thing in the morning, and then the clinic usually doesn't call you till the end of their day, so somewhere around 3 or 3:30. So because when I woke up that morning and I was already like sick with anxiety, I decided that I would indeed take a home pregnancy test in the morning, and then go get my blood work done, and then get confirmation from the clinic later that afternoon. And I'm typically not one to test early, but I have to say, when or if I go through this again, I will definitely do that again, because it helped me so much just testing the morning of. It helped me with that day not being like a basket case basically. So I went ahead and tested in the morning, and I'm gonna go ahead and insert that in here for you guys. Okay guys, it's 14 days post. I'm going for blood work, but I just peed on a stick. Look, there's a line. I think it worked. Oh my god. You guys. Look at it. Oh, freaking out. Okay. My blood work is today, so I have to wait and see. Forrest, come here for a sec.
You have a stick?
Mm-hmm.
Are you pregnant?
Mm-hmm.
That's exciting.
Oh my god. You see it?
Yeah,
That second one.
yeah.
It's not very dark,
No.
but
It's
it's there.
It's exciting.
I'm having a heart attack. Look,
Well, you're shaking.
I know. I hope I have a high number.
It's exciting.
Look at it. I knew it. I don't want to get too excited, Jeff, but I'm pretty excited.
Yeah, I can tell. That's awesome.
I can't wait to see what numbers. Okay, now I'm excited to go get blood work. I'm not nervous anymore.
No, that's good. Perfect.
Didn't I know it this time?
Yeah. Pretty
Yeah.
cool.
So there you have it. For the first time ever, one of my IVF transfer worked, and I am pregnant. I cannot believe it. This was on Wednesday, so it was a few days ago, and I still cannot believe that it worked. It's so crazy. Yeah, I cannot believe that it worked. I'm just petting my dog. He just came in. I am like so shocked. Corey and I are so friggin' happy. It's unreal. So I took that test in the morning. I was, as you can hear probably, I know it's not great footage, but as you can hear probably, I was a little bit worried because the line was so faint. Throughout the day I had a little bit of anxiety, hoping that my number would be good and my HCG level wouldn't be too low, because sometimes what happens is your HCG is really low, and what that means is that basically it took, but it's not going to last, so you're going to have a miscarriage. So I was a little bit nervous for that, and I just kept telling Corey, like, I hope my number is over 100. I hope it's over 100. And so we did blood work, we went out for breakfast, we did a little bit of shopping, we took the dog to the park, we just kind of spent a lot of the day in the city, and then we came home and we just still hadn't heard, and it was like 2:30. I did a little bit of housework, and then Corey and I kind of laid in bed for a little bit and waited for the call. So they did call eventually at around 20 after 3, and I have some little clips of this recording. Corey started recording it and then he stopped, and then I asked him to start, so it's broken up into like 2 pieces that like kind of don't mesh well together, but I'll go ahead and put them in here anyways.
It's Trisha calling you from the Air Clinic. How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good. I got your results back, and they came back positive.
Yay! Finally!
Yeah.
Oh
so
my
I got some dates and some stuff for you to write down. You got a pen there?
No, I'll grab one.
Yeah. Take your time.
What was my number? Is it a good number?
Yes. It's 3,000.
And there you go. So, funny story. So I got that call and I was like, okay, my levels were 3,063. So we had a very, very, very strong positive. That's a very high number. I think what they are kind of looking for at this stage is somewhere between, like for a good number is somewhere between 100 and 425. So I was way above that. So that is awesome. That just means it's a strong positive. So we're obviously very happy with that. But when I get that call, I was like, well, that's weird. Why was my positive so faint on my pregnancy test? So I went back into the bathroom and I grabbed the test from the morning and I look at it again, and it was actually, I had the test upside down. So the control line was the weak line and my line was the strong line, but because I had it upside down, it looked like the opposite. So it looked like the control line was the strong one and mine was the light one. So just hold on, I'll go get my test. Okay, got it. Here is my test. The dark line is my line and the light one is my control. But I had it upside down, so it looked like the opposite. So such a ding dong move, but it was early and I was so nervous. So I have a very strong number, so that's really exciting. So today I am officially 5 weeks pregnant, so it's very early. A lot of things could still happen, but Corey and I are just choosing to be happy to be where we're at and hopeful that everything works out. I will go in for my first viability ultrasound at 8 weeks pregnant, and so what that is that I go in for an internal ultrasound and they go ahead and look and they make sure that there's definitely a baby in there. Sometimes what happens is when people do IVF, well, this happens when people don't do IVF too, but they get a blind ovum. I can't pronounce it, but basically the sac forms, but there's no fetus inside. So there's this chance that that could be the case, and so you know, we still have a long way to go, but I feel pretty hopeful. My number was pretty high, so I'm happy with that, and I am officially 5 weeks pregnant. So it's pretty exciting. Corey and I are very excited. I'm just starting to have some early pregnancy symptoms now. A little bit of nausea. I'm very tired. My boobs are very sore. So all of the things that you get with first, you know, when you're first pregnant. But I'm so pumped about it, and I'm so excited, and Corey is like ecstatic. So we're both so very happy. That noise you hear is Corey making me waffles because this baby wanted waffles. So yeah, we're very happy. So I am gonna still keep coming on here. I'll come on here next week and maybe do a week 6 update, or I might wait 2 weeks and then do a week 6 update, because I don't know what it actually felt like for week 6. I don't know, I'm not sure. If you guys have any suggestions on anything that you want to see, go ahead and comment below or send me a message on Instagram. I'll put my handle down here and I will go ahead and go over that. In the meantime, I hope you guys have a good week, and thank you for supporting me, and to all of you that are returning every week or watching these videos or sending me messages. Your support means the world to me, and I couldn't have gone through this without all of the support that I've gotten in real life, and then also through the internet, through my Instagram and through my YouTube. You guys help me so much, and so thanks for sitting with me while I'm in my host coat on a Sunday morning drinking coffee, giving you guys an update. If you made it through this whole video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up if you liked it, and subscribe if you want to see future videos. Bye guys.